Nnamdi Kanu. Ngige'S speaks on how Igbo elders' meeting with Buhari was brokered. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. Chris Ngige, the Minister of Labour and Employment, has disclosed how a recent meeting of President Muhammadu Buhari with Igbo leaders and some 7 ministers was orchestrated. Politics Nigeria records that an Igbo delegation led by the First Republic Minister of Aviation, Chief Ngige'S, met with President Buhari last Friday, where the Nigerian leader promised to consider their demand for the release of the leader of the banned Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, even though the demand was heavy and has implications for the separation of power. According to Chris Ngige, Amaechi initiated a meeting and he bought into the idea. Ngige told Vanguard in an interview on Sunday when Honorable Mbazulike initiated it and consulted me. We agreed that it is a worthwhile journey. Mbazulike was one of the 3 old wise men that worked with me when I was governor in Anambra State. When he came up with this request, I decided also that it was a step in the right direction. He said that it is what will give him the last joy before he departs from this planet. So I am happy to be involved in it. The president also said that being an old man of 93 years, this request is very heavy, even though it has some implications. I acted as a facilitator. He copied me the letter to Mr. President and called me on the phone when he had not gotten any reply with my own copy. I met Mr. President. One of the things mentioned by Mbazulike and Amaechi is the heavy presence of security on southeast roads. The place is swamped with too many security men. It is not that they were against security men being there, because there was a lot of killing by known and unknown gunmen. But we said the security down there should be professional in the discharge of their functions, just as they were during the elections. Okay, for this particular one, is a good one. Like, kudos to Mr. or will I say Pa now? He's a very aged man, 93 years old, who initiated the idea. Like, it is a very beautiful one. And of course, I was always here saying, who will now initiate this dialogue? This dialogue that people are saying, why don't these people dialogue? I was thinking, can you dialogue with someone who is in prison? Or how do you get them to listen to you? Because, of course, they already have things against you. They have things against you, so how? So this man has opened the floor of dialogue. Dialogue can now happen inside this. But I just hope that at the end of the day, the dialogue is going to end well. It will end well. I just wish that, they can remove everything, every sentiment they have, and know that what this man is fighting for, he's not fighting for rice or beans. Neither is he fighting for more money or give us more land. What he is saying is equity. Equity is quite different from give me more. And equity is shouting for is not even for himself, because, of course, if they treat the South East region fairly and with equity, they will also treat other regions. It is like they are the small ones, but they are also fighting for the rights of all Nigerians. And of course, the negotiation should not even be from them alone, because if it is done alone from them, I tell you, in the next 2-3 years, another secessionist group will come and the problem will still be there. That is why, even yet, finally, maybe after everything, after a good thought about it, Mr. Kanu is being released, and they call for negotiation and everything ends well. But there was something that was mentioned. Do you know that the separation of powers, it has been years since I heard about it. Separation of powers means where the judiciary, the executive, and the legislative arm of government, they get to work independently. Nobody interferes. But unfortunately, that has not been the case. I keep saying it that you see this particular administration, it is only when things now are in their favor. It is only when things are in their favor that you see them make use of certain things. Sincerely, for a very long time, I've not been hearing about the separation of power. What I've been hearing is there is no rule of law. But whenever they'll see that a situation it will favor them if they use this particular term, they'll rather go with it. There has been no separation of powers from the onset in this administration. This administration that intimidates judges. I was surprised when I heard that he does not support the separation of power. I say, So, they know what separation of power means. Wonderful. This particular intimidation, it harass judges, intimidate them. You are towing a part of justice. Some of them are killed. Nigerians are no longer, most of them are no longer gullible. These things they see. These things they hear. These things they know. Okay, the most recent one is the one that was involving the AGF and the person of the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami. People that, it is being investigated about his involvement in the recent raid on Justice Odili's home in Abuja. And I'm saying, like, why, how? That it says that illegal activities are going on in that particular compound. And I'm saying, how and why? This is one out of many. One out of many that have been intimidated. One out of many that have been, you keep hearing that, somebody will just disappear, a judge disappeared. Before you know, the person died. All those things. I'm not saying I'm not saying that, of course, it is the handwork of this administration. But I'm saying it is in this particular it is in this administration that you see judges being intimidated. Of course, with the recent one, which is very, very clear, crystal clear as water, as clear as water, that this happened. This is what they call intimidation. And you interfering with them means they cannot work independently. They have independence, but they also have the power to check the excesses of each other. But unfortunately, it is seeming like the only person who is independent here is the executive. To be very frank with you, of course, the three tiers of government, unfortunately, they are all as the appointments went to all people in one region. I mean, just one region. Just one region. And then you start asking yourself, how is it that these people can even function separately since they are now from one region? There is no how you can do it. There will be prejudice. There is no how you can do it. There is going to be ethnicism and tribalism. There is no way about it. There is certainly no way. You will have that. I know he's doing this one. He's my tribe person. I don't want anybody to find out. That is what will keep happening. So sincerely, I just wish that this particular issue, this ground opening step now, this opening for dialogue that, Mr. Mbazulike has opened the door for dialogue, that it will continue like this and this particular administration will listen to the people now, these agitators, both the indigenous people of Biafra, both the Yoruba nation and the Dua Republic. They should listen to them. And of course, if you want to negotiate, you call all six geopolitical zones so that it can be done once and for all. Not after 2-3 years, another secessionist group will come up and say, oh, you did this, you do not remember us. And everybody goes home happy. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning into the lesson. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.